Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the Top 10 PPC News of the last week of the third week of July 2025. What are we talking about today? Google Ads, Amazon zeros ad spend in Google, new brand search goal, detailed responsive search ad assets data, ad assets and AI Max matching, magic filters to reduce matching waste. Magic filters. Does broad match really work better? Big mark, big question mark. Meta ads, specific value rules for placements, how to manage campaigns in 2025 and beyond. TikTok ads, this could be the last month in US market. Reddit ads, how much is costing for to run Reddit ads, and GA4 integration coming. Let's see. Let's start from an extra content, and it is by John Loomer on johnloomer.com, and he is explaining here in details, as usual, all the main suggestions to run campaigns effectively in 2025. So it's debunking the illusion of both targeting and ad control, rigid control. It substantially says to embrace AI, to embrace automation, and just gives some suggestion on when not to use default settings to improve effectiveness. But the post number 10 this week is by Matt Landers, senior staff developer relation engineering at Google, who has officially announced the launch of an open source model context protocol for GA4, for Google Analytics. This means that this is the first step to have conversational tools interacting with the analytics and tools done by third parties. So it will be possible to have a discussion with GA4 to retrieve data, and the machine will do what we are asking for. And a couple of days ago, if I'm not wrong, a similar post was published by the Google Ads staff. So they are toying on the idea of doing MCP also for Google Ads. That will mean a completely new generation of optimization tool, third parties optimization tools, conversational tools. News number 9. Reddit ads will be integrated in GA4. Reddit ad costs will be integrated in GA4, as it happened now for Google Ads. But that's not the only news about Reddit advertising now, because I've enlightened here on a post, a very nice post by Christine McCormick on warstream.com about the pricing of Reddit ads in 2025. The fork is quite large, so it's starting from 50 cents to $15. So it might cost a lot less and a lot more than other platforms. But this is what the data for one stream are making emerge. News number 8. Andrew Locke on LinkedIn.com explains how to evaluate in the right way if broad match is working actually better than phrase and exact match. You simply cannot analyze the aggregate data, but you have to dig into it to understand if brand terms are included and if exact and phrase match are included again in the broad match results. This shouldn't happen. It's again guidelines. Google itself denies this, but I've seen it several times happening. So have a close look to it before assuming that broad match is working better than other matching types. News number 7. Seven filters, I would say, magic filters in a search term report suggested by Menakin Eni on searchengineland.com to understand, to cut wastes in matching types. The first one is using a blank space in the filter to see mono keywords, which usually are not the best you can have in your campaigns, and several other suggestions on clever suggestions, I would add, as usually happen with Menakin post, to cut waste. News number 6. Brian van der Allen here on LinkedIn.com, who has spot the value rules specific for placements. So if you know historically where your ads work best in your campaigns, you can now push placements with value rules, and that's very interesting. News number 5, which actually are 2. One is by Alexeus Progines. I don't know how to spell it. And he is explaining how the new AI match is working. So explaining why Google had to add this new match type besides broad, phrase, and exact, because they can literally completely ignore keywords. So it's a broad match on steroids. But that's not all about AI Max. Another nice post by Nikki Kuman on LinkedIn.com again is explaining that is showing better that AI Max could completely ignore your assets, your title and descriptions, and show the title of the landing page exactly as could do a dynamic search ad. So this is nice to know. Be careful. So especially with URL expansion. News number 4. Now it's good. Adrian Decker here is sharing a very nice update, first spot by Bob Meir and Miles McNair. Finally, assets in responsive search ads will have segmented data, so they will show click and conversions for each title and description. So not good, bad, ugly, but general labels, but specific data. Now it will be possible again to better understand what is working better and worse in our ads. News number 3. These weeks could be the last ones for TikTok. In a post by Andrew Hutchinson on socialmediatoday.com, he's explaining that the meeting that the government is having with TikTok to sell the US branch, to create and sell US branch to US companies, it's at a stale. So if by 17th of September they wouldn't reach an agreement on that, it will be very likely now to have a ban for TikTok, first in USA and then probably in some time in Europe if they don't reach an agreement. News number 2. Dario Zanoni on LinkedIn.com has spot a new help page about brand search goal, which is probably being beta tested now in Google. And it's a sort of brand lift study open to everyone, almost everyone. But it's very interesting. At the moment, it's not planned to be used for optimizing campaign. But anyway, it could give us at least an idea of the brand lift effect of our campaigns, especially if you don't have brand protection campaigns. News number 1. The top news in this week, in my opinion, is by Mike Ryan on LinkedIn.com, and Mike, together with Josh Dugan and Andy Taylor, has realized that Amazon has completely cut off budget spend in Google Ads. That is a huge amount of money for Google, and of course a huge advantage for all e-commerce selling products that Amazon was previously advertising in Google, almost everything. So we'll see if it lasts, but it has begun 2 days ago, and it seems to be closed at the moment. That's all for this edition. If I forgot something, please comment, and may the ROI be with you. Ciao.